One of the things that I know you deal with is barriers to employment. What are these traditional barriers, and what are you guys doing to help people, overcome these barriers and get employed?
We found that people have a lot of different barriers to employment. In our theory of change, we talk about you have to have some type of income in your home to really be able to break that cycle of poverty. And then we have other theories. So once you have that money, you have to know how to work with it and then build assets. But how do you get income coming into your home? So when you have a person who, in our communities, only 40 to 50% of kids were even graduated from high school, they already are at a deficit. And if you look at who has disparities in employment, youth are one of those. When you look at age 16 to 24 in Florida, that's one of the lowest employed groups. And when you compare Tampa to other national cities, that's a very low employment group in Florida, in Tampa. The next group is people with backgrounds. We talked about people coming back with reentry. Hillsborough County has well over 3,000 people who come back every single year back to Hillsborough County. When we look at that, that's a major barrier as well. So between educational levels and backgrounds, those are the two biggest things that we begin to see. And the next thing that's beginning to pop up is we have more technology and technology-driven companies and jobs. How do they have the educational or technology certifications to move into these positions? We're now well over 50% of jobs now you have to have either a bachelor's degree or some type of specific skill set to move into employment. So the CDC of Tampa has worked to help bring people together, to bring educational institutions together. We work with HCC, USF. We also have a short-term vocational school as well that can help introduce people. We're a vendor with CareerSource as well through some of our training programs. And when you introduce people to these training programs and help them get jobs, we help focus on environmental technologies, which is a growing field. So we can get people into compressed natural gas. We partner with HART, we were one of the first trainers with HART to do compressed natural gas training. So there's a lot of opportunities to introduce people to skill sets